Alright, welcome back. We're here yet again with another build video. Today we have MUZEN trying to go through the god roster from A to Z and some popular gods in between. Now, as of recording this video, this is the first patch of Season 3, so things I'll talk about in this video could change throughout the entire season, so just kind of keep that in mind if you're watching in the future. And also, if you're to watch this build video and go watch another Hunter's build video, the chances are the builds are probably the same. Hunters, throughout all of the history of Smite, pretty much, majority of the Hunters just build the same build. But I do the separate Hunter build videos just because some people just look up Euler and they don't want to look up a generic overall Season 3 Hunter build. So that's why that is that. So let's get right into it. I do want to cover his abilities because it's a fairly common asked question, I guess. So as far as leveling his abilities, I like to prioritize his 2. Most people like to prioritize his 2. Reason being, it clears the mini waves really fast, it does a lot of damage, and it's overall really great ability. You should probably go ahead and max it out as soon as you can first. Next, his Hive, I like to prioritize this, and next, reason being, the passive movement speed and attack speed is a lot, and it scales really well into the late game, 50% attack speed. That's more than an entire item of attack speed, so it's really strong, and the passive healing, also great for sustain, along with your lifesteal that I do pick up. Ultimate, level it at all times, I personally do that, and then the honey is the last thing I level up. Now, let's get right into the build. So Transcendence is the go-to first item for basically all hunters, maybe not Apollo, but for the case of MUZEN, the reason being it provides mana, which he is pretty mana hungry, especially if you're the main lane clear, and also the MP5 to help just sustain again, and as well as it does do a lot of, or it gives you a lot of physical power, because with this item we're going with other heavy attack speed items later on in the build, and those attack speed items typically don't have too much power with it. Now, of course, we are going to need some boots. Warrior Tabby, not too often will you see Ninja Tabby right now. I just personally like to go Warrior Tabby. Next, there is a couple things you can do after boots. One is the Ichthys. Some people get this because it's really cheap. Offers 30% attack speed, which you do need at this point. You have 0 attack speed besides your hives. 10, Flat Pen, great early game, and the passive works really well when you're laning against or you're fighting multiples of physical gods that have physical power, and you can kind of ideally steal their physical power for yourself. That's kind of how that works. Or you can go into Aussie. It's only 80 more gold, offers lifesteal. It does offer attack speed, just not 30%, it's only 20%. More physical penetration, and the passive is really great for boxing. So typically you'll see Aussie with Ichthys back to back. It's just a matter of which one to pick up first. That's up to you. Personally, I would probably pick up Aussie because I value lifesteal a little bit better, or more I should say, than Ichthys in that slot. So this is very traditional. Again, you can switch these off. Next, with Shinsai has been rising in popularity. I could be wrong, but I think they reduced the price and they increased the power from Season 2 to Season 3. Again, I could be wrong, but it is a very popular item now. And since the Executioners no longer provides flat physical protection removal, it's just percentage based. That's another reason why you see the Shinsai. So it's giving a little bit of a reason why things are the way they are, in case you're wondering. So Shinsai, and then we do need some type of penetration. We do have 25 flat pen, but that's not enough since all gods scale their physical protection per level. And the good solution to that is Titan's Bane. Now, the reason why you would probably go Titan's Bane over Executioner is because Titan's Bane is a flat 33% physical penetration. With Executioner, yeah, I think it's sure it does do more percentage base, but it's stacking. It's not a flat hit every single time. Hopefully that made sense, but basically Titan's Bane offers more penetration just flat without having to worry about building stacks against your target. And then after you got full build, you can go into you can go into the 450 pot, and or you can go back and sell Ichthys. This is really popular. Go ahead and sell Ichthys and go to Oboe. This allows a little bit more of a team fight presence and more just spread damage. Or you can go into other items like Case of Mentalis. If you're a big fan of that, you can box people really easily and just keep up to have to track with them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Sometimes you'll see, instead of selling Igval for those other items, you'll see the sell Igval for Executioner. That does provide more power, because you previously didn't have any power in that slot. You're going to have a lot of physical protection shred, which some may like that, some don't. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Hunter build. More specifically, MUZEN Cobb. I'm not going to rant on too long about other possibilities, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And relics I have here are Purification and Sprint. These are your pretty go-to relics. I was about to say actives. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.